more changes, so it's going back to the draft board. It'll come back and we'll discuss it some more at the next meeting. We talked about Stratford Regional Planning Commission a little bit.
The Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy.
Yep, the Comprehensive
Economic Development Strategy.
Development Strategy, there you go.
We're looking for projects that we might want to try to get grant funding for.
And Brookfield really is really nice and small, and we don't have probably any projects that will fall within that. And on a personal opinion, and side note, that grant money that they're trying to give you comes with a lot of strings that I personally wouldn't like to see this town have put on them. And I'll leave it at that. Though if you want to watch the discussion, you go to
GovernmentOversite.com.
right.
Under Planning Brookfield.
And watch last night's meeting on live on tape.
And a surprising amount of people are watching. And I'm bumping into people on the street there saying, "Oh yeah, I saw you on," and it's amazing the amount of people that you don't realize are watching and taking advantage of what is available.
But we do appreciate those who come to the meeting and actually give their input here.
Okay, planning board, that's it?
Yep.
Webmaster. Plan is for the 1st of November. And this is from Jennifer Sonrecker. Basically, go live November 1st. The deadline to submit information is October 21st. It's important we get as much information as submitted as soon as possible. If you have not already done it, you've got another 11 days to do it. And if you would like to see where we're at, you can go to the brookfieldnh.vt-s.net/pages/index/pound.
Jennifer will have a note in the newsletter advertising this?
Yep.
Yes, the new website address, and will go out in the newsletter so people, when they get their tax bill, will know where to go for the website stuff. And Brookfield will finally have an official, professional website.
Okay, got that. Anything else before we go to old business? I would just point out that I should have mentioned the school board is meeting here on the 19th. That's Wednesday next week at 7 o'clock for those of you that are interested in educational issues. Also, Frank Ginta has a representative coming here next Monday at 2:30.
I want to know when Frank's going to come.
That's October 17th, Monday, 2:30. And Bill has agreed to be here to make sure, he can have somebody to talk to. Because Virginia will be in her office, so the place will be open, but...
No, we don't mind looking busy.
He has sent us public notices. I posted one back here, and if you would post that one at Stoneham Corners, please.
What time is that, 2:30?
2:30. So we're always complaining that we don't like what our elected representatives are doing. Here's your chance. Let me just check my notes. Reminder, we need budgets in by the end of the month. That didn't work.
It's not the end of the... Oh, it is past the end of the month. Or is it the end of October?
The end of October.
Okay, so we still have time.
A little bit. And if we get them all in by then, we'll be doing
Really well.
exceptional. Speaking of which, have you had a chance to coordinate with the trustees of the trust funds on swapping checks?
My
Thought was that I would give to the selectmen at the next meeting the expenses through September. The one account we usually look at is the one that's the building maintenance and that kind of thing. And once I got from you what you wanted to see if there was anything in there you wanted to ask for additionally, then I would get it to him right after that meeting.
Now that brings to mind a question. Does it make any sense to switch banks at the end of the year?
No,
No.
doesn't
Make it involved.
matter when we do it.
So when we switch banks, are you gonna go pick up a large sum of money from one bank
In a
With an-
duffel bag.
with an arms escort and take it to the other?
That you can hand him, okay?
No.
I'll wear a
I'm
mask
sure
like Tom. We'll have it all.
whatever bank is chosen will be very happy to work on the whole process.
Okay.
Anything else for old or new business?
New business. Got a couple things. I'm wondering if somebody has a power washer. I'd be willing to use a power washer if somebody has one to spray down this building. Yeah, in the front, and move that piece of siding over to cover that. That's number one. If somebody has it.
Change the 6
to
light
do it.
bulbs that need changing in this room.
That's not my issue, that's somebody else's issue. So,
You know, I actually looked at them today and forgot to pick them up.
the other thing I'd like to see, if we could do something with the front door, that it's painted, and that there are nothing taped to the door. Even if we put a little metal clip on there, or put something, but no more tape on that front door, because that's, you see all this, the tape and everything else. Now, I don't know how it has to be washed down or get all this stuff off, but it would be nice if we washed.
Well, if you have a power washer, it'll take all the tape off. Any little residue that's left on there?
Well, after it's washed, I can make arrangements to get the door painted, that's not a problem.
Okay.
I think that we should have it painted.
And that's just within our
My-
budget, so it's not a problem.
And
I
if I'm not
totally agree.
mistaken, Long Meadow actually rents them out. So I would make a suggestion or make a motion that we authorize Bill to rent one from Long Meadow and get her done.
The other side of that coin is we desperately need to wash the windows in the townhouse.
Not with a power
Not
washer.
with a power washer. You could use a hose, a garden hose, and one of those window products, which work very well. I've used them, and they're excellent. You just spray it on, let it sit for about 30 seconds, and rinse it off, and they're streak-free. Beautiful. But that needs to be done. So I tell you what, Bill, when you're ready to do the power wash, I'll bring a hose and take care of that townhouse. How's that sound?
Sounds like a project.
So I have a motion on the table. Do I hear a second?
Yeah, wait a minute, I'm not done. Oh, yes, you do for the.
You can't move. You either tell me there's no second, and then we move on.
Second.
Okay. Now, further discussion on the motion. Hearing none, Mr. Chairman, would you please call the vote?
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
It's open for
All those in
discussion.
favor say aye.
Roll
Aye.
call vote, please. Aye. My next one is that book bin out there, which I have no problem. I think it looks nice, but I've heard us talk for years about having that thing painted, and or something.
Actually, that was one of the requirements I gave them
That's right.
in order to put
I
it there.
remember that.
That it had to be painted white with black lettering.
Right, and I think they should do that. I mean, before their next check goes out to them, that they would take care of painting it. Not us, they should paint it. So they had it nice and...
Ernie will paint it, I bet.
Does anyone use the book drop?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
And there are people in town that make a serious effort to pick up the
Yeah.
books. Probably there are a couple people doing it.
I think it's a wonderful idea having it there. It just,
I just think the colors clash.
that's right. So I think
Okay.
it would be
I
nice.
got a note.
And the siding we'll fix at the same time, that piece of siding.
But Bill, what else you got?
That's those 3 things, 4 things.
Okay.
We gotta work fast.
I will get the light bulbs. Tomorrow.
It's on tape.
It was on tape last time too. Pick
If
up
there's, Clifton, you got anything
lights.
else? Besides pick up lights?
No.
Time for the mail. We have a thank you note from Frank Covey for the great support he received from the Wakefield PD.
And what was that in regards to?
It's right here. Paperwork, basically.
You're volunteering to do the washing with me, good.
I am.
Oh, good.
I
Oh, you are?
am. So give me a call, just give me a day and I'll be there.
Okay.
With a brush and some stuff.
Wow,
Sounds good.
cool.
Yeah.
This was, he was getting fingerprinted for a government-related issue for the Department of Home Security with an assignment to with the Homeland Security. And then he also was proud to assist the department recently with a combined police department and NRA free community class on basic gun safety, personal protection, and shooting sessions put on in June by Chief 5 Field Sergeant Chris Lamb and my partner, pistol safety officers. I'm not going to pronounce those names, except for Dino Scala. It was a well-attended and received program which may be repeated again next spring or fall. A rifle course may also be in the works. Giving back to the community with any skills we have is an honor and a privilege. And he is a state court bailiff and federal protective security officer.
And a retired airline pilot.
And the bed of the truck and how we should just sell that and get rid of it. And any suggestions from anybody that would be fair to all the residents of Brookfield? Anybody might be interested.
In order to expedite the process, why don't we park it out front with a for sale sign saying we need bids by the next selectmen's meeting.
Which is what date? Sealed bids?
It's in here somewhere.
And for those that might be looking at a tape, what?
No, I don't think seal bid. I think it should just be a written offer,
25th.
and the highest offer.
There's no minimum?
I ain't got that far yet.
Oh, okay.
And the highest offer, as of next selectmen's meeting,
October 25th.
October 25th, will be accepted with a starting offer of no less than $1,000.
No, I wouldn't say starting offer because it sounds like you're bidding now. Are we going in a bidding process or we have a sealed
It's
bid?
not-
Minimum bid of,
No, minimum
Bid.
offer of $1,000. Highest offer received by October 25th will be accepted.
Could you describe the truck for us a little bit, Mr. Nason, year, model, or something?
what year is it? 1990 Ford F-350, cabin chassis with a 9-foot steel dump bed off of a 2005-50.
Okay.
Best description I can give.
And the body's not on
And the body
Is
is
not attached to the truck, it's just sitting there.
Sitting on it.
for the buyer to attach.
The dump body is not attached to the truck and chassis frame,
At this time.
nor will it be by the town.
Right.
Okay,
Okay. And it's there for anybody to drive by and
take a look at it.
take a look at it.
Buy
It is
as is.
roadworthy in the sense of it starts and runs. It starts
Yeah, it starts and runs.
and runs, okay?
Yeah, not to leave the yard,
Being sold as is, however.
as is as shown.
As is as
seen.
shown,
Yep, as is, as seen.
as seen, okay. So hopefully that'll be resolved our next meeting.
Yep.
Good. Then that's a plan?
Oh, we have a question.
The offers, can we bring them into the meeting?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But they all have to be presented prior to the meeting starting.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to be right back into an auction situation where people will, if there is that much interest in it, where you're going in, people will try to outbid each other. So all offers have to be received prior to the start of the meeting.
There's advantages of having a regular auction. You could bring in more, but it could go both ways. So,
But I'm not a licensed auctioneer.
nor am I.
Or am I?
In the state of New Hampshire, you are required to have an auction license in order